Yes, you want to make sure the temperature is around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 to 105 for a comfortable bath. Another trick is I like to put my towel down underneath the heating elements, so then when I get out of the bath, the towel is already really warm. Now, I told you we want the temperature of the water to be between 100 and 105 Fahrenheit. But what's also really important is the temperature of the room, because you don't want the air temperature to be too cold whenever you get out. So I like to have the air temperature roughly around 85 to 90 degrees. And that way, when you get out, you're not too cold, it's just right. So usually with these two heaters, it will get it over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But I also have this other heater right here that I turn on sometimes in the winter. And that is to make sure that we're getting that ambient temperature up high enough so that when I get out of the bath, it's at an acceptable temperature. Because nobody likes to be cold when they're in the bath. When you get out, that can be the worst part. Very relaxing. So on this little shelf I have built, I got my shampoo, which I use for my hair, but it's also soap and body wash. So it's a 2-for-1, and I guess conditioner, but I still don't know what conditioner is used for. So I never really bought any conditioner, but I use that. Then I got my razor and my shaving cream, which I use to shave. And I also have a mirror that I'll use to help shave, make sure I don't miss any spots, so I can look professional. Then I got my toothbrush with my toothpaste that I brush my teeth with. I got aftershave right there. I like this stuff right here, aftershave. You get it at Walmart. And then I got my back scrubber. It's really long and very effective for getting rid of loose skin and just dry old skin and dirt to make sure you're clean. And then I got an anti-slip mat right there that I can put important stuff like my phone. Sometimes I'll listen to podcasts when I'm in the bathtub, so I don't want my cell phone falling into the water. I mean, I could get electrocuted, but mainly I don't want to have to buy a new cell phone. Alright, so when we're done with the bath and we're done drying out underneath the heat lamps like a lizard, then we have to drain it. So to drain it, we come here down to this valve, and you'll see that it splits into a fork. So one goes into a pump, which we'll talk about later, but we're not using the pump right now. So we want to make sure that one's set to off, and it is. And then this is the one that's draining to the drain pipe. So that's set to open. So all we have to do is open up this. And this is a 100-gallon tank. So it's probably filled to 70-80% capacity. So that's around 70-80 gallons of water. So it's going to take a little while to drain. Alright, so it's draining, but it makes this really weird noise whenever it gets close to draining. And I wanted to share that noise with you. Alright, so now what do? We still have a lot of water in the tub. Probably at least 30-40 pounds of water, because it doesn't drain all the way to the bottom because it drains on the side. So what do? Well, I got a pump. So what you do is you take the pump and you put the pump, the end of the pump into the tub, right? And then we gotta modify our system here, our valve system. So first we're going to shut off the valve to the main tub so we don't get fed. Oh wait, yeah, so we don't get fed water back in. So our water from the tub is getting pumped through the pump up through here. So we want to open up this valve, and then we're going to send it to the drain, which we've been doing. So now that we have that set up, all we got to do is turn the pump on. It's very loud. There it goes, running.